literary luminaries, and welcome back to another Top 5 Thursday. First one of September properly. Because, of course, as I said in the last one, this is technically a Wednesdays group, and last Wednesday was still August. But since I do it on Thursday, you got it on Thursday the 1st. Yeah, that works. So this is the first one officially for September, and this week's topic is the top 5 characters you would want as family. I always do that. This is 10. This is 5. I can count. So they're saying, the characters that you've looked at and say, they'd be a cool mom, or that kind of thing. I think a lot of mine have ended up as sort of similar members of my imaginary family, but what can you do? So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is not necessarily surprising in terms of me, I think, because I have Eric the Phantom from Phantom of the Opera, sort of nice creepy uncle to have. Because, despite the fact that Eric is deranged and unhinged and probably dangerous, no one would mess with you. Like, if people know, yeah, my uncle's the opera ghost, he's gonna fuck your shit up. Like, come on. He'd be the perfect person to have. No one's gonna screw around with you. You just have to be careful what you say in front of him. That's fine, I can do that. Number 2. Continuing in my interesting uncles to have, I chose Corwin from the, Chronicles of Amber. I was like, what's the names of books? I'm very tired. I only just recently woke up. I've always been fascinated by Corwin as a character. And honestly, anyone from Amber would be awesome to have as sort of a distant relative. But Corwin's always been my favorite. Corwin or random, honestly. But I don't know. They've got some cool stuff going for them. They've got, Dude, they can shadow walk. Like, even if they could try, I just want to see Amber. I don't know. I don't have a good reason. There's really cool people, really cool characters, in a really cool world. And if Corwin's my awesome uncle, then maybe I get some of those by association? Don't judge me. Number 3. Number 3 is my cool aunt. I changed genders this time. And I picked Mary Gentry from the appropriately named Mary Gentry series by Laurel K. Hamilton. Again, for similar reasons, actually sort of taking the reasons behind Eric and the reasons behind Corwin and mushing them together. Because one, who doesn't want a fey princess as your aunt? I mean, come on. Well, I suppose except for Mary, but Andiaeus is a queen, so different. And no one's gonna mess with you. If you have, a fey royal with the hands of flesh and blood at your back, ain't no one gonna pick a fight with you. Ain't no one gonna want to pick a fight with you. And Mary's cool, and she has a whole bunch of very attractive men wandering around her. That probably means they're coming along too, and I'm okay with that. Number 4. I finally stepped away from my list of aunts and uncles. And honestly, I had to say Molly Weasley, because who doesn't want Molly Weasley as their mom? I would love having Molly Weasley. Molly Weasley is the best mom ever in fiction. Maybe not ever, but she's everything that a fictional mother could and should be. Not only is she caring and sweet and, takes in Harry and, just takes genuinely fantastic care of her kids, but she's also the one who, in the final battle, walks up to Bellatrix Lestrange and says, "Not my daughter, you bitch," and punches her in the face or something. Probably punches her in the face with a spell. Don't care. That line alone proves why I want Molly Weasley in my family. I want her to be my mom, even though I love my actual mom. But, we're replacing family here. No judgment on your real family. Doesn't matter. And finally, number 5. Speaking of not judgment on my real family, I'm changing my father, too. I have nothing against my real father. But I also don't think my real father would be surprised to say that I'd love to have Atticus Finch as my father. Because he's the one that introduced me to Atticus Finch, so it's entirely his fault. Now, Atticus Finch is sort of the epitome of everything anyone could ever want in a father. He takes amazing care of his children, especially since he has to do it essentially on his own. And you can tell Atticus was not really expecting to have to raise these two children on his own. And he struggles with it sometimes, but I think he deals with the struggles well. I think he approaches his children's questions, especially thinking about Scout and her problems with school and what she should or should not be learning at home. I love the way he acts with his kids, and I love how fervently he stands for everything. And you've all heard me talk about this 1,000 times before. I love Atticus Finch. I think he's amazing, and 100% A+ fictional dad would have as my own. That's my list. This is one of the lists that really took me the least amount of time to compile. But let me know, who are your top 5 characters that you'd really like to have in your family? Let me know in the comments down below or on Twitter at @KRyanFrey. As always, I love to hear from everyone. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is very much appreciated and very much helps. And hey, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, why not subscribe? YouTube will very kindly notify you anytime that I put up a new video, which should be at least every Tuesday and Thursday. But until next time, I shall bid you all adieu, and I will see you all on Tuesday for another Tuesday Talks. Bye! I don't know whose bright idea it was to make a video right after I woke up. Oh wait, that was mine.